And then I said, that's the biggest penis I've ever seen, because we were at the Penis Museum where tickets cost $1,000.
Oh, really? It's that expensive? 1,000 kroner I can see, since the Penis Museum is, of course, in Iceland.
Wait, that's a real place?
There is a Penis Museum in Iceland. You can look it up. There's a Penis Museum in Iceland.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's a joke from The Office. Dwight and Jim are like trying to low-key impress somebody. I can't remember. Like they're trying to seduce some woman. And
where do you think they got the joke from?
That's where Dwight interjects and is like, that's when I told her that's the biggest penis I've ever seen. Because we're at the Penis Museum where tickets cost $1,000.
So, today on Taking a Look At, we will be taking a look at Exo-science.com. Now you will notice that I do not in fact have Exo-science.com up on the screen. There's a reason for that. Because this website has an intro. And I want you to experience it as if you were clicking on it yourself. So, let's have a look. Where did my cursor go? There it is. Behold!
Oh my god, it's like I'm watching something with production. Oh no, never mind.
You can actually...
Oh, holy crap. You can highlight it?
You can...
Oh, holy shit. Are we actually going to try to read this whole thing, though?
If
I wonder if it scrolls. I wonder if it scrolls on repeat. Like
let's find out.
Does it go again?
Also, look at the... Look... I don't know, can they see my cursor? They can see my cursor, good. Look at my beautiful, beautiful cursor. In all its blue lightning glory. Oh, and if you try to go to the skip, it's Mickey Mouse's hand.
Yeah, it's Mickey Mouse hand.
Who is Maya? Mia? I have no idea.
Yella said, wow, the new Cyberpunk 2077 update is looking lit. Oh, that's funny. Literally right before we went live, I was Oh, hey, are you an exoscientist?
I don't even care about reading the
I really don't either. I just really I'm so excited.
Oh god, this is gonna be horrible. It doesn't click where you think it clicks because it's this like it does see.
Oh no,
the problem
it's a PNG, isn't it?
See the problem is that instinctively you want to use the end of the actual arrow that is in the little icon. But of course, that's not the actual point that clicks. The actual point that clicks is the right of the icon, is the right, like the left upper corner. So if you actually try to click, so the actual point that you use to click with isn't actually even a thing. Like there's no pixels there. Oh god.
Oh, this is gonna be painful to read.
Can I zoom? What happens if I zoom? Oh, the text gets better, but the background, that's fine.
Oh my god, I wonder how bad it's going to be on the zooming background of the next... Oh wait, I can't say anything. You have to just... Yeah. Alright, I'll read. The exoscientist treats his intuition and ancient knowledge... Oh, wow, we're starting off real strong. Ancient knowledge, buddy. With equal respect... Oh my god, you're going to treat your intuition and ancient knowledge with equal respect as scientific findings, synthesizing it all into hypotheses, which you can then seek to confirm through experiments.
That's not what you do with hypotheses. You don't try to confirm them, you try to disprove them. That's how that works.
Yeah, they're working exactly the wrong way around. While the academic scientist makes slow and steady progress, because science is painful and slow, and
Also,
Look,
I like
after 3
the
months-
implication that non-academic scientists, scientists in the industry, like that doesn't apply to them.
Like they're moving so much faster. Anyway, so through tiny ant steps. Wow, he had to really just push that one in. Anyway, through tiny steps, and looks up to people like Edison. The exoscientist looks to emulate Tesla. Oh my god! By searching internally for the truth. Do we even know if Tesla thought about shit like that or cared about things?
I mean,
I thought he was just in love with the pigeon.
Like he has some mental health issues, but like, he didn't search internally for the truth. All of his work was
real science.
He did actual science with actual experiment, and then he went nuts.
Yeah, why don't people realize that Tesla was like actually, like he was a learned man. He wasn't like some uneducated idiot that got lucky.
Yeah, no, like it wasn't like he didn't get all his scientific discoveries through visions by talking to a laser shooting pigeon. He did actual fucking work for it. Like this is like. Also, I want to point out that neither Edison nor Tesla were academic scientists. They were both working in industry.
Yeah, that's really hilarious to. It's what do you call it? It's like a what would you call that when you're saying something and unknowingly
self-owned,
contradicting the facts?
Like a self-debunk.
Yeah, it's a cell phone. Yeah, it's a cell phone. Yeah, you're debunking.
A cell phone.
Yeah, it's a cell phone. Because Tesla was a futurist. Which is actually true.
Yeah.
That's actually a true thing about Tesla. Anyway, let's move on. Let's keep going. The academic stays shackled to the safety of his unquestioned paradigms and his specified discipline. The exoscientist.
Someone has never been in a fucking science lab. If you think they're unquestioned paradigms.
Oh my god. Okay, so look. No, we're not going to get into it. We're going to finish this paragraph first. The exoscientist builds a comprehensive and holistic world understanding, open to considering all possibilities. That sounds so woo.
Even the nonsensical ones.
Yeah. Fucking so ridiculous.
I just realized this fucking thing has 2 forwards. It has the scrolling one, and then it has this thing.
Oh shit, that is a good point. Holy fuck. Because okay, so look, I'm on the main page and letting it just cycle back and forth over and over again. I totally forgot that there were 2 forwards. I've been staring at this.
We'll get to it.
I want to say it so bad.
Unbound from the shackles of academia, the exoscientist knows that in a chain of hundreds of very likely truths, a single falsehood will What? That's not. Well, irrevocably conceal information. That's not how that works. You don't have a chain of truths. It's a network. It's just like. That's not how it works. So you yearn for what's outside the accepted paradigm. What did everyone miss? Your rapidly evolving self-constructed worldview is guided by curiosity over experience. If you see the world today the same as last year, your journey is a failure. Yeah, fuck consistency.
I would love to stick the guy that runs this website in my lab for a day unprotected, and I would love to see how the paradigms
I think that's called manslaughter.
Yeah, it kind of is, but isn't that the point?
Fuck it. It will probably be manslaughter. Considering what he's babbling on about, it would probably be manslaughter to put him in a standard high school chemistry lab.
Yeah, with no chemicals in it. Just with the equipment, the Erlenmeyer flasks and the beakers and all the other shit.
Well, science tells me that I can't walk through walls. Well, I disagree. Run straight into a wall.
Try to put his hand through some lead. I've got some lead fixtures he could try to put his hand through and also be poisoned by at the same time.
This site offers an assortment of knowledge.
Yeah,
it hopes that it will further your progress as an exo-scientist.
My goodness, this is utterly... This is bonkers. This is worse than clowning buffoonery. I don't know what to say.
And as some eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed, yes, there is indeed a forum, and yes, it's actually active.
Okay, and I want to address something in the chat real quick. Falco Van Gons, yeah, I would say that Jordan from Spirite Science considers himself an exo-scientist, only in the sense that he exists outside of the preconceived notions of science.
He would probably, if he read the site, which I'm gonna assume he has, because I don't. What else would he do? What do with his time? He is good. He's been high on peyote and read this site, probably.
Oh, for sure. And if he hasn't ever read this site, he espouses the same things.
Yeah.
What's that called? Parallel thinking or whatever. There's actually a name
idiocy.
for it. Huh?
Idiocy?
Yeah. We'll call it idiocy. Yeah, that's the fun name for it.
Okay, everyone, are you ready to into the site? Are you ready? Whee! Is the sound actually coming through?
Oh yeah, it is. I can hear it. What you're seeing is real. None of the images on the screen have been changed, manipulated, or falsely presented to you in any way. My favorite one that we could see is you could choose how your face looks, and raw eggs equal shampoo.
Welcome to Egg Heaven.
Dude, there are moving images behind every single...
Well, not that one.
And he tries... Oh my god, this is beautiful. You know what's crazy? On the you can choose your face... on the you can choose how your face looks, one of the people that he chooses is one of the ugliest and most unattractive men on earth, Werner Herzog. The guy who makes everything in German sound very drab and dark and dreary. I can't sound like Werner Herzog. I don't know what I would try.
Look at all the eggs.
Killed by doctors, leading cause of death.
It's not. Can you affect random chance? No, that's why it's called random chance.
Random chance, yeah.
Black holes are not real. They cannot hurt you.
Oh my god, please throw this man into a black hole. Yeah,
I hope you enjoy this side. My biggest wish is that you've learned something, and that you will take to heart. And my second biggest wish is that you share this to friends, family, and anyone you might think be interested. Also, I have deliberately made this site as hard to read as possible.
Yeah, okay, before you go down, there is a visitor counter on the website.
There's a lot of things at the bottom.
I want everybody to make a guess at how many visitor counters they've got. I'll give you.
Oh, that's a fun one. I don't even remember. I think remember. I'm not gonna guess. Everyone in the chat, how many visits do you think this glorious egg heaven has been visited?
It's more than you think. It's more than you would guess. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let's scroll down and let the people know. Scroll down, bud.
Thanksgiving. For nearly 40,000.
That is surprisingly a lot.
What are all these things?
But please, for a moment.
Click for to inject 3D testosterone.
Click for Street Dawn's Hot Zone, and then it's...
And then it's Arabic for some reason?
Microsoft, like, what are these banners? They're not... Okay, the Windows 98 hyperlink is dead now. The Ambassador of Friendship, which inexplicably has Winnie the Pooh on it, that one's dead too. But the click for Street Dawn's Hot Zone is still active. The rest of them are still active.
What
the fuck is this? Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna go into the archive. Grammar and the Octave Citadel. Holy shit. Dude, oh my god.
What did you click on?
Okay, click for Street Dawn's Hot Zone.
Yes.
Now click Dawn/archive. That's where I went. And then click on Science.
Wait, what? Some humans come as their bodies shut down to die. A vestigial reflex is your progeny. If jealous alpha kills you mid-coitus.
Crazy.
What? What have we found?
I have no idea. Wrong link. You're dead. Page under construction. Click on go back and click on practices. All the other links are dead except for network, friends of the network. So much ad. What? Yeah, this is utterly weird. The future of networking. Oh, it's so much ad. Oh no, I don't want to. I don't know why. I have that on the browser.
Read this for me.
Read what?
The one I've highlighted at the very bottom.
Viral public license. Copy left. All rights reserved.
You get it?
Oh,
you
reversed.
Get it, guys?
All rights reversed.
You get it, guys? You get it? It's copy left.
Yeah, it's not a copyright, bro. And it's a viral public license. This work is humor relinquished of all associated ownership, attribution, and copyrights.
So yeah.
Yeah, I love the old GeoCities hyperlinks down there at the bottom. It's good to share. World Wide Web connects people since 1991. Best viewed with any browser. And then the what even was that? Was that Netscape?
I don't know.
The Netscape logo with an anarchy sign over it.
I don't know.
Netscape images. Yep, that was a Netscape logo.
So guys.
Oh, stop that stupid music, please. It's so bad.
It was almost over.
It's been playing the whole time, and I was like, is that my computer or yours?
No. I wanted to give people the experience. Okay, so people, what do we wanna read about? Which egg do we wanna hatch first?
Okay, I wanna throw up my picks, and I want to see if anybody agrees with me, because I want to read. You can choose how your face looks. At least get the gist of what that one's about, and I want to say the Phantom Leaf effect, just to figure out what it's about.
That's fair.
And then maybe, can you affect random chance? Can you affect random chance? We have to touch it at some point just to get what the general gist of it is, because there's no way. It's why, literally, the idea.
It starts being random the moment you affect it.
What? Wait, what?
It stops being random the moment you affect it.
Yeah, exactly. It's no longer random chance. It's random chances than I chose.
I think this one will give us a very good indication of what the site is about.
Like, yeah, like give us a wide swath.
Yeah.
Of their, okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's start there.
I think that's a good place to start. We can always. I promise you, we will. Oh. Wait. It's literally a fucking image. This is a link to a fucking JPEG.
Oh my god. Okay, because real quick, go back real quick.
No. Oh, I want you to notice something. I want you to notice something here.
Eggs equal ship.
Hey, guys. Did you know fat people are stupid?
Oh yeah, if you're fat, you have a low IQ, or your body mass.
I'm gonna hazard a say I hazard a say I guess and say he doesn't mean the opposite. That whatever this is, it's probably not. There's a fucking pub. It's a fucking PubMed ID. Gain strength through thought.
Okay, real quick, go back. Now click on the you can choose how your face looks. We need to experience this. Okay, first off, the moving image of the pretty girl in the background, unnecessary on so many fucking levels. And then he starts it out with, your face is the outward reflection of your emotional state. Frequent feelings solidify.
Thanks for explaining how humans generally express their emotions.
Right? Solidify into permanent features. This is the mechanism of physiognomy.
Yes.
I was born with a resting bitch face. No, you are a bitch.
Wow. Really?
Wow.
And then we have semi-transparent muscle face, man.
What's up with the left side of his face? Well, I guess it would be the right side if you're looking at him. Is he missing muscles there?
Yeah, I think some of it has been removed so you can see the underlying. Because there's layers.
Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, but yeah, beyond that, the beauty of a woman, Audrey Hepburn, late actress.
Keep making that face, and it will get stuck like that. Is what they say, and that is exactly how it works. No.
Huh?
That is not how anything works.
Most people strive to be better. This is strictly an internal process for almost everything. I must be more kind.
What? Have you been outside lately? People very much obsessed with how they look.
Oh yeah.
Like, in what world is this true?
I don't know. You should simultaneously work the external angle as well. I must smile more. What are you fucking talking about?
This seems a little sexist. This seems like the kind of thing where, like, you walk up to the female cashier and tell her to, like, smile. You'll be pretty if you smiled more.
Yeah, you'd be a lot prettier if you were smiling. That is so rude. My fucking goodness.
Now give me my donuts. Donuts.
I love this. They completely took somebody trying to make people feel... Okay, scroll down to the beauty of a woman. This article. Okay. Look.
Hello.
Without knowing whether or not this is actually anything that Audrey Hepburn said, from all the things I know about her, which again isn't very much, she seemed like a really nice person. So this goes on to say, Audrey Hepburn, the late actress and humanitarian, had this to say when people asked her about her beauty tips. Okay. When you ask somebody that's very beautiful, that is humble, that doesn't want to make people feel bad, this is the way that you do it right here. This is exactly how you do it. For attractive lips, speak with words of kindness. Like that's just a general thing.
Yeah.
I think she's trying.
But like the point, I think the point of all of these is like, hey, it doesn't actually matter what you look like. But I have a feeling this idiot thinks that like she literally means it.
Yes,
like,
yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like what she's generally saying here is don't be an asshole, be nice to people, and maybe don't care so much.
Yeah. But this,
for a slim figure, share your food with the hungry. I think this is just like a weird way of saying be a good person.
Yeah, be a good person instead of caring about how you look, which. Yeah.
Now, for the time that it was written in, it's actually pretty forceful and quite blunt. Because at the time, well, no. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with what she said. My point is saying, for the time in which this was printed in a newspaper, what she's saying could have come off as kind of bitchy.
No, yeah, I was actually agreeing with you.
Yeah,
okay, I cannot stand.
What does a famous person know?
I cannot. Why is this looping clip of this woman in the background is freaking me out? It is. She's like at least a foot too close.
I want to say that this was done. That this was the original GIF wasn't actually this poorly zoomed in. I think it was stretched out to fit the size of the website because he thought it helped. I don't know.
Give me a moment, and I will.
Ooh.
Yes, we have
a hat?
We do indeed. Hopefully. We will see if we have a hat.
Well, hat, if you can hear me right now, it is very good to possibly hear your voice. Try to make it work. Please make it work. It would be nice to have some Welsh influence. No.
I think it's because he's on his phone, maybe? I don't know. He's at least free and he will try to get in.
What is Geo still playing fucking yeah, he's still playing
no, he has and he had a one of his friends like finish a new computer and they're inaugurating it.
That's fair.
Yes.
Well, he's a very busy person anyway. I mean, it's not really like he has much free time as it is. And I finally have weekends off. Yay! Thank you, normal job. Oh man, now, audience, please bear with us. We were trying really hard right now to get a hat, and we know that.
Oh!
There's that beautiful voice.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can hear you now. Yes, I pressed the wrong button before, and then I rejoined, and then I realised that I had the sound set up to go on Bluetooth to my speakers, where there's no microphone.
Oh.
Oops. That's not good.
I am now sorted. And
I'm now coming to you live from a very windy hill on the Welsh countryside.
That's just Wales.
Yeah. Wait, what?
It's been windy.
So, Had, can you see our screen?
I can.
Can you see my screen?
There's a girl in the background and some typing in front of her.
This website is fucking nuts, and it's this image.
I'm not.
This image has been this page on this website. This image has been here the entire time. This looping GIF of her in the background.
It's a bit weird.
This website is very weird.
It's a little bit like, I can see what you're up to.
She's like a foot, as I said before you joined. She's a foot too close to us.
Yes. It is weird. And there was some I heard on the BBC News this morning, so therefore it must be right. That was it the BBC? So somewhere earlier that no, it wasn't the BBC. I can't remember where I heard it from actually. But somebody somewhere had there's some research somewhere which shows that looking close up, where people do Google and Zoom meetings, where you're looking at this really close eye-to-eye contact with colleagues, is triggering people into their stress response.
How?
It's because of some supposedly, according to whatever article that I've completely forgotten where it came from, that it's something to do with how prolonged close eye contact is.
Yeah, because you sit closer to the camera than you would sit to a person that you're talking to.
Yeah. So your your instinctive, your primate response is this person is a threat, and it can trigger a stress reaction, but not enough to actually run away. But over time, it can build up and stress people out.
Well, look, I don't want to shame the issue itself because I understand how that could be how that could actually become something that somebody would have a problem with. But here's the thing: my only question, in regards to things like that, is why don't you just most people that are on Zoom calls are using a pair of a headset where the microphone is built into the headset in some way. So why don't you just move back from the computer screen and then right?
Yeah.
Am I being a dick, or is that like a possible fix?
No, you're not being a dick. That's entirely possible.
But you're also expecting a lot of people who are not used to using computers to suddenly be able to be that computer literate.
And people that are typically used to having pants on before 11 o'clock doing a Zoom call with no pants on because, let's face it, we're at home.
It's like, what's the point in getting dressed when only your shoulders, like if you get a bust view of each other?
Yeah, I think, I don't know if it was a teacher or a lawyer or something. There was a dude that got busted on a Zoom call for he wasn't wearing pants or underwear, but he was wearing like a shirt and a suit jacket and shit.
Wait, okay, the pants I get,
Here,
but no underwear?
Yeah,
that's a little weird.
Here, let me see if I can find it real quick.
So
it was Jeffrey. I think it was Jeffrey Toobin.
I've never heard, but
he's like a lawyer or a CNN pundit.
No. He was the guy who got caught masturbating.
Oh, okay, then it's not him. It's not him. No.
He forgot to turn off his
Oh gosh, that's even worse.
do you know
and I think he even left for, if I remember correctly, he hey guys, I'm gonna have to take off.
Oh my god.
I mean, it could happen to anyone. So I've got
You gotta go.
Yeah, well, I've got a friend in Scotland who's going through a horrendous separation with a child included, with her partner, and her partner is this guy who works in music promotion, and he's he basically, the long and the short is, he got an STI and became psychotic, and the doctors at his local hospital kind of went, well, there's nothing we can do, so let's let him out. And he's just been psychotic since. And his latest professional photo of whatever gig he's been working on, while basically arguing with everyone he comes, has got his computer screen open in the background. This is on Twitter that he's published, with a porn site in the background, and him kind of smiling.
Oh, no!
But the problem is, he's so psychotic with his after effects of this STI that is UTI rather. He's not got an STI, he's got a UTI.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was about to say.
Yeah, I was like, why would they let him go with the?
I mean, I know there's some STDs where you can like syphilis, where you end up going and getting insane, but that usually takes a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's psychotic. Yeah. And no, he's got a UTI, which makes you psychotic quite a lot, within like hours, and it can take weeks or months to come down off. And he's clearly still, and apparently he had issues before. But yeah,
Holy
so
shit.
that's fun.
So this
Anyway.
site is just I can show you the this isn't the site you go to when you first enter. There's two forwards, one of which is a text scroll.
In the vein of Star Wars.
Hey, we can here, I can show you. This is what happens when you first open the site.
Cyberpunk 2070. Wait.
The digital dark age.
Oh, this is cool. I like it. A New Hope.
They couldn't even come up with something clever. They had to.
And then this scrolls through.
Skip.
And then you obviously kick skip because fuck this. Then it takes
But
you.
to be fair, I quite like it so far.
Then you get this.
Are
Then
you an exo-scientist?
Then you get this. We already read this. It's nonsense and stupid. Then you click to enter, and you get.
I like the old the label tape stuff. My phone's about to cut out. No.
And we enter. Welcome to Egg Heaven. And we're gonna turn the healing frequency music off.
Oh my god, it's just a soundscape of the same note, plague, and intensity.
I bet it's A at 432 hertz. Any moment.
No, it is 528 hertz.
Oh, that rings a bell. What note's that? Oh.
I mean it rings a bell. That depends on how big the bell is.
No, that's a note. 528. That's a round number as well. So
yeah, it probably is a note.
I can't remember what note.
Let's see.
I think it's probably C. But what units do you get in? 528 hertz. So it's in.
Oh my god, that's the same one.
Yeah,
that's the same one that Masaru Emoto used for his water molecule garbage.
Yeah, it's C. It's C. Here, middle C on the piano key. No, wait, that can't be true. No, I think it's a C.
It said me. Me is E in British.
Well, yeah, but that's like from a nonsense site, so I'm not gonna trust that.
But yeah, but it did say that
it's C. It's in the frequency of C.
But is it in the tuning of A equals 432 or A equals 440? That's the key. If they've used A equals 440, then that's just shit. If they've used E tunes to the A equals 432, then that's mystical.
Yeah,
magic.
here A440. In A440, well, no, actually. Because here's A is 440, but C, we're a few hertz off.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, okay, so they've retuned it to the universal thing. There you go.
Yes, so this is literally the music nonsense is in this too. Great. So what we're currently reading is you can choose how your face looks.
Yay! Is that why that woman's
Yes.
constantly grinning manically at us?
Yes.
Oh my god, hat. I have a video for you that you need to watch whenever we're done here.
Send it to me then. Yeah, go on.
If I wasn't going to a friend of mine's, I would make sure that it's going to be in the chat for this current call.
So remind me, is there an audience on this call?
Yes, there is an audience.
Right. Is it just us chatting between ourselves as usual?
So there is an audience. They're not actually haven't said a whole lot.
No.
For a while.
No, hello.
Yeah, we have had. In case you hadn't noticed over the last few minutes. Think about what you think is off about your face. Nothing. Your face is perfect.
Well, the camera for a start, hopefully.
You have probably only considered this materialistically. I haven't considered it at all up until now. Your face deviates from the beauty norm somehow. And that's it. But you must consider how your attitude affects your face.
Yes, I know. When I frown, my mirror frowns back at me. Oh,
so mystical. Look, I could tell you definitively. I used to walk around with a smile on my face. I used to be all happy and cheery. And guess what? I'm ugly as hell. I was like,
don't put yourself down. I like your face.
Aw, I like your face too, bud. See, we actually know what each other's faces look like, though. Oh. That sounded way more sexual than I wanted it to. Or maybe it sounded exactly as sexual.
Hold on, that's one of the cores of this show.
Yeah, that's why I said, or was it exactly as sexual as I needed it to?
Lips, talk more, be honest, don't censor yourself. Those last two things are two entirely, like, talk more and be honest is not compatible with don't censor yourself. Well, you cannot be both. You will
be honest and don't censor yourself.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, no, what I'm. Okay, yeah, sorry. I don't know, my total brain fart. What I was thinking is, like, you're not gonna get, like, if you do that, people are just gonna think you're a dick.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Eyes. Learn to express happiness as well as sadness through your eyes. I think that comes instinctively.
Yeah,
I don't think it's something you learn.
How do you learn to look sad with your eyes?
I didn't learn to cry.
That's called becoming an actor.
True. Not just alone.
As you say, is the opposite of being honest and not censoring yourself. When you learn to convey emotion through your face artificially, that is.
Oh my god, that is a good point. But
I don't think they're telling you to, like, do it dishonestly. I think the point of this is, like, when you're sad, show that you're sad. Basically.
Yeah, let it go. I suppose they're saying don't censor your sadness. Push on people.
Not just alone, but in public. Cry in public, everyone. Go out.
Please
cry in public.
That's what gets me off. Please cry in public.
So, have either of you two and either of you met, like, proper full-on hippies in real life recently?
Not recently, no.
I have known many a hippie in my life.
Yeah, because this kind of just reminds me of, like, the worst hippies I've met.
Oh, this whole site is very hippie-ish. It's like full-on woo hippies.
Look,
somehow made of GeoCities.
I know somebody.
Full-on woo hippies are actually really genuinely nice, well-intentioned people with kind of crazy ideas.
Wrong.
Which is almost like your average Christian in the UK is like, you can't really fault them as people, but they do have these really weird ideas. And
well, I'll give you a story of two people I know that believe in the core tenets that Spirite Science perpetuates. Okay, I'm not going to use their names. We'll call them Boy A.
The names in this program have been changed to protect the public.
Yes, because while I don't like one of them, I really would rather no. But blah blah blah. Everyone gets it. Anyway, Boy A is a hippie that is pretty much one of the exact type of person you would believe that would donate $100 to Spirite Science every month. Like, he's exactly that kind of person. And then Boy B, whom I hate, is somebody who is not only an ardent and hugely strict follower of the tenets that Spirite Science perpetuates, but he's also, and get this, a diehard Republican Trumper.
Oh God, do you know what? Right?
How does that work?
That. Yeah,
I have no idea.
Here's the thing, right? You say that now. I used to live with people who, bear in mind, I'm somebody who doesn't really, watch TV news. I don't have a TV. I'm not down with the news. I follow some of the late night commentaries on American politics when it gets interesting. But that's as far as I go.
You're not glued to the news. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's this thing called QAnon, which has turned up.
Oh yeah, we know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I used to live with people who believed all those things, apart from the bit about Trump.
I'm sorry.
I used to live with people who literally believed that the upper echelon of society want to eat your babies and stuff like that.
Baby back ribs.
Pretty much.
Baby, come back. I want to put your meat in my mouth and swallow it down and digest all your innards.
And like one of my best I lived with a person who taught me so much about music, specifically jazz and stuff. But he would, every time you saw him, he'd tell you how flat the earth was. He'd tell you that he once phoned me up to tell me that the police are in on this elites trying to, do whatever they want with children. It's absolutely nuts. So this whole QAnon thing to me is like this is old news. This is just like somebody made it fit, like encoded it all and made it fit to ex-president Trump or something. But it's all rubbish. It's all old.
Look, I feel like if Charlie Veach could come out on the other side of conspiratorial thinking, anybody can. And if you don't know who Charlie Veach is, it's Charlie Veitch. He's a very interesting person. Used to be a strong huh?
Wasn't that the surname of Clara Schumann before she married Robert?
I have no idea, but this guy was like I can't remember if he was British or just from the UK somewhere. Don't quote me. But he was a strong proponent for the idea that 9/11 was an inside job and Bush orchestrated it for oil, all that nonsense. Anyway, thin face, ? Smile, chew, shout. Okay. What does any of that mean?
Hold on. Can we just... Well, so far it's just been lips, eyes, which is just generic body parts. But now it's like specifically thin face.
Yeah, like, are you...
What if you like round faces?
I think this was like their way of saying, hey, do you have an eating disorder? Maybe smile. And then chew. I mean, eat. I mean... Just chew.
To be fair, I don't even get. Is this saying, have you got a thin face? Well, to cure it, then you can smile, chew, or shout. Or if you have a thin face, then in order to rectify it, you need to smile, chew, or shout.
Is it to get a thin face or to get rid of it?
Yeah, what is this? Or is it a celebration of having a thin face?
Because, what is the ideal face? Send your answers on the postcard.
Send it to 226-1268. An avenue.
I would make. So, okay, complete tangent here, but it is this show. There's the zip code system in Denmark is pretty simple. The farther away, it's all four digits, and the farther away from Copenhagen you get, the higher the number gets. Makes sense.
Okay.
But most people don't know like the zip codes. Like they know their own zip code and maybe the ones around them, roughly. But there's one zip code that an entire multiple generations know to heart, and that is the zip code that you would have to of the address where the headquarters of what it's basically the Danish equivalent of the BBC. Used to be.
Yes, I know the postcode of the BBC studio where you had to write to in the 80s.
Yes.
There was one in Birmingham and one in London. And the one in London is NW11AA, I think.
And here it's ordered to 2860 was the thing you would write here. And it's like every fucking kid in Denmark that is my generation has had that drilled into their head. They know it because all the children's programming to get like a drawing in or to like do anything before the internet or before the internet was really big, you would have to send physical letters to them.
Oh God, would you?
Yes, like they would literally be, hey, if you want a drawing, we have a drawing competition thing here where we like draw a drawing out of a big raffle each week. If you want your drawing, send it to this, and then they would read out the fucking address.
Interestingly, my friend who is going through the split up with the psychotic UTI guy, her brother is Danish, so maybe I'll ask him.
Stand in front of a mirror. I don't know why mirror is capitalized. Smile wide, and you can literally feel how muscles are pulling on your face, making it wider.
What?
No.
What?
Okay, so this is the cure thin face.
I can. If I smile like Wallace in Wallace and Gromit, yeah.
Well, yeah, you didn't say smile like a doofus.
Like, it's not gonna pull, like, no, you can feel the muscles in your face, but like, it's not gonna make your head actually wider. It's not gonna pull your skull apart, like, pull your skull into a more pleasing shape.
Pulling my neck apart is smiling business. More cheese, Gromit. Wensleydale. Oh.
Cracking heroin, Gromit. It's from some British comedian who did it as a one-liner, and I can't remember who said it, but that phrase is stuck in my head because I think it's so funny.
The original one was Bill Salisbury, who was famous for being in a British sitcom that I don't know how many of you'll know outside the UK, called Last Summer Wine.
I know the name.
Yeah, I've heard the name before.
It's very, because where I come from literally is halfway between Last of the Summer Wine and The League of Gentlemen. And if you know those two sitcoms, you'll get an idea of the countryside of where I'm from.
Oh, dear. I don't even know to know them. I can just tell from the way you phrase that, like, holy shit, there's some freaks out there.
No, you need to look up. You really need to look up The League of Gentlemen. It is dark.
It takes time to build neural connection with the facial muscles. Actually, you should already have that. Like, if you don't have those, then you have facial paralysis.
I know. It's
like kind of important.
Like childhood development step about facial. Like you can see it. I've got 2 children now, and it's one of the first things they learn is facial things.
Yeah.
Facial.
Facial stuff where they do the face and it moves.
Yeah, and once upon a time, when they smiled, you'd say, "Oh, they're just farting," and it's like, it's not. They're actually smiling.
I'm so glad you clarified after saying facial stuff.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna say the same thing, but since it pertained to children, I was trying not to. But I guess thanks for saying it for me. Look, we need to get through the last part of this because the next one is so good. I want to
feeling the skeletal structure underneath. Yeah, I want to feel your skeleton. But you will never.
Facial muscles. I like those facial muscles. Give me more.
Let me feel those cheekbones.
Skeletal structure. Hang on, feeling the skeletal structured underneath. That doesn't ring true. That's not English. That's
no. It's supposed to be skeletal structure. Yeah. Because your skeleton isn't structure. Well, it is, but like it doesn't mean anything. It's nonsense.
But not in that context.
No, yeah. But you will get there faster than you think. If you do it too much, you pull your head apart, I guess.
Better English than everyone else.
Does this... Okay. Now all I can think of is that did Stewie Griffin, did he like smile too much? Is that why his head is like that?
or Arnold from
Hey Arnold. Like,
okay, highlight the next part because I want to read it so bad. Okay, when you are feeling something extraordinary, like if you're super happy, hyper empathetic because you just did MDMA, won the lottery, or just fell in love. Take a look in the mirror and see how your face looks.
No, or I could like enjoy the feeling and not stare at myself in the mirror like an idiot.
Yeah.
I literally once did too much MDMA when I was young and foolish, and then looked in the mirror, and it was a terrifying experience.
Look, the worst thing that's ever happened to me with MDMA that I can remember was whenever I was a teenager, we got like some face masks from a nursing store, like one of those like nursing supply stores, and we rubbed Vicks on the inside of it. And we put the masks on whenever we started to like be at the peak of the trip, and it made me like, it was just that weird sensation. Like I felt like I could breathe too well, and it started freaking me out, and I had a real bad panic attack. Because I was like, why am I able to breathe so well? What's going on? Like I started hyperventilating and was still thinking, like, oh my God, I'm breathing so good as I hyperventilate. Do you see the contradiction?
Oh no.
Yeah,
the
so
phrase, I'm breathing too well.
While you're hyperventilating. Yeah, it was bad. Everyone was like, we had to sit you down on the couch and like make you sit down. I was like, no, I remember that. I didn't have a memory lapse. I had a panic attack, assholes.
You'll be surprised to see how different you appear. This could be you every day. I don't advise taking MDMA every day. That seems like a bad idea.
Well,
I know somebody that microdoses it every day. And...
It worked for 1930s.
Well, that's different.
Don't it work for us, eh?
It's like looking in the mirror.
That's a sentence you really don't want taken out of context.
Oh my God. It's like, I'm going to say it in a real sensual voice. It's like looking in the mirror when you have a pump in the gym. A pump. A fucking pump in the gym.
Yeah, be careful of AIDS, guys.
Oh, come on. What you're seeing could be your new normal. Because of wait, stop. I'm gonna turn that last sentence political. It's like looking in the mirror when you have a pump in the gym. A pump. When you're seeing, or what you're seeing could be your new normal in the gay liberal agenda.
You sound so much like Alex Jones.
Yeah.
I don't condone face exercise regimens because they're because this is about expressing your feelings through your face, you know, like humans do. It should never be about Luke smacks. Why is it written like that?
Yeah, who says that? Is there one single person on Earth, young, old, or otherwise, that has ever said or spelled it out that way?
If there is, I think who it is.
Luke smacks is also the wrong. Like, how are you supposed to how are you supposed to lengthen? Well, I guess you could geminate the X sound in Max.
Look, if they're trying to prove to us that they're not a robot,
you can't because it's a fucking affricate. You can't. It's a KS sound. No, it's not an affricate.
Not an
affricate.
It was a glitch in the Matrix.
Do you know, this whole website so far has reminded me. I've been watching somebody kind of ironically on YouTube. You know, when you watch them just to laugh at them.
Yeah.
This is a Swedish far right guy called the Golden One.
Yes, he's fun. He's so fucking fun.
Getting into his videos because he's such a fucking idiot.
He's...
This just reminds me of him.
That will be the end result anyway. An expression, non-rigid person is a pleasant and beautiful one. What do you mean non-rigid? People are supposed to be rigid. We have skeletons. You're supposed to have some...
Unless you're an octopus.
Or a blobfish.
Are you a blobfish?
Well, the thing is, remember, the blobfish...
Whoa, wait up.
The blobfish only looks like that because it's been exploded and it's in extreme pain when you pull it up.
I know. Well, like, imagine, if you know who the golden one is, imagine that sentence in context of him talking to camera.
I can hear his...
Well, think about it. We just said something incredibly insensitive. We are too... Well, you're bipedal. I have 4 legs, and we're talking to Jello with a brain. He has no bones.
I have bones.
Wow.
Well, not bones, but I have a skeleton. There's a cartilage skeleton in the anatomy I have drawn up.
I have bones. Wait, not bones. Just a single bone. Ban out.
No, there's multiple. Remember, I have the anatomy for the blob figured out. There are cartilage pads at the bottom of it that works as his feet.
Yella just said something amazing. I feel like looks maxing is explained by the MDMA.
Yes.
I'm gonna agree with that.
Looks maxing sounds like a fucking like some kind of like drug thing. That's like a 90s drug phrase.
Yeah. Okay, so what you need to do is strengthen your control and connection to all face muscles. What? Because when you have them under control, can you ever truly control all the face muscles in your face?
I mean,
are there all the muscles in your face?
I'm pretty sure I have control. The only muscles. No, I mean there are some.
Do you not have control over all the muscles in your face? That's what I meant to say.
Yes.
Like, is there a muscle you
blinking?
Can't control? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you can control it.
You can control it, but you are not. You will eventually.
It's an idiomotor function. Yeah, it's something you do without thinking about it.
Yes. But other than that, no.
I'm just saying, like, is there a muscle on your face that you that you have absolutely no control over its movement?
No. Not unless you have some kind of problem.
Like a paralysis or something.
Paralysis or like some kind of tic.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend Johnny actually has movement Tourette's.
Yeah. Like
he has a tic.
But like this isn't gonna fit your fucking Tourette tic. The problem in Tourette's isn't that you don't have control over your face muscles.
It's kind of like the same thing with
it's a brain thing.
It's just something your brain does. Tighten those orifices. Tighten them. Thank you, Crypto, for the good. That's advice right there. Whoa! Go back up real quick. Well,
I don't want to stick to the face thing. I wanna also have a look at some of the other things because we're halfway through now.
It's like, is that girl getting tired or bored of smiling at us yet?
Her fucking face muscles must be tired at this point.
Unless she's an expert at smiling.
Mental focus. If you tightened orifice, your eyes aren't orifice. your eyes are not orifices.
I've never heard them called orifice.
No,
before.
they're full of eye. Your eye socket, if there's no eye, it could maybe be considered one. But there's a fucking eyeball in it in most people.
Yeah, the tendency is for there to be an eyeball in the eye socket. That's
tongue posture. You must have proper tongue posture at all time. Tip of the tongue against the front back of front teeth, tongue against roof of mouth. No, don't do that. That's gonna be annoying as fuck because that's not a relaxing thing to do.
But do you know what it is good for? That posture though is good for martial arts and swimming. That tongue posture.
Sure, but like, don't hold it all the time.
Yeah, so when you're practicing martial arts, the idea is if you've got your tongue tip on the roof of your mouth, then if somebody punches you in your chin or if you fall over, you can never bite your tongue off.
Ah.
And it's a good way to maintain positive control of your tongue without putting it, like most people will tend to stick the tongues out of their mouth, perhaps when they're under stress.
Yeah, concentrating.
Stress is if you maintain that contact, and I'm sure there's some Eastern philosophy of.
No, it makes sense. But that's something you would do briefly during a fight, not something you would constantly be doing.
Training martial arts, I've gone swimming. Not that you can these days. Swimming pools in lockdown, but if you maintain that posture with the tip of your tongue, I mean, they say something slightly different, but it's vaguely the same. If your tongue is blocking your air passage, then as you're breathing and the water's splashing towards your face, and you're not going to choke. So I found that. But yeah.
Also, I want to point out that the thing they've shown here is physically impossible.
Yeah, they've entirely filled the mouth with tongue.
You can't actually do that. Also, this person appears to have no alveolar ridge, like the ridge behind your front teeth. It appears to be just. It appears to be.
The unofficial name for that ridge is the pizza ridge.
Yes,
that's the bit you burn when you eat your pizza when
yes.
it's too hot. Random.
There's no difference. There's no difference.
Looks like they went to the gym. It looks like they went
the only difference here is person looking down, person looking forward with slightly different lighting.
Yeah, somebody kind of looking up. That's more to do with head posture, which can actually make you feel better in yourself if you conduct yourself with a decent, back and neck posture instead of slouching. If you sit up, it can actually make you feel better and more energetic and lively.
But also, like all the changes,
they've drawn straight lines on from the ear to the eyes, showing how much what the difference is literally just them looking up.
Yeah, also I want to point out that the jawline, that can really depend on what position you have your jaw in.
Yeah. Yeah, the first one is all tucked. You can get an actor, you can get a non-actor, anyone to do that. Look down and introspective, and the last one is look forward and positive kind of.
Is that even the same person?
Yeah, it looks like the same person with just longer hair a few months later.
Okay, other than that, they look the same.
But the problem I have with these two photos, that the one that's meant to look good, they're actually protrude on both. The one above, the girl above, and this guy here. They're both protruding their chin forwards, which actually bends your spine a little bit, because the upright position, the balanced position, you took your chin in slightly.
Yeah, there's actually right.
Your airway off, but neither do you project it forward, because that bends your neck.
Yeah, because you don't just move one muscle, one thing, everything, it's always almost always coordinated with some other part of your body.
My natural reaction to that guy who we've just scrolled away from now, him, is the one on the left looks more natural to me, whereas the one on the right, especially because he's had his hair groomed, looks much more of a poser. And he's pushed his chin out a bit more.
Yeah, I would much rather have a conversation with the dude on the left than the dude on the right.
Dude on the left looks friendly and approachable. Dude on the right is
He looks like he's either gonna try to sell you the MDMA that's been mentioned previously, or he's just gonna be like a douchebag.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, I mean, it's
just the photo above was posted on Reddit. You can read it. You can read it here. You can read the photo, guys.
Nah,
not the Reddit post. You can read the photo. That's what that sentence. That's what it means. Unless they mean that you can read the entirety of Reddit.
You can read.
That's the only two things you can like. That's what that sentence means.
You kind of know what they're trying to imply, but they've just not. They've failed at wording. You know, they need to word gooder, don't they?
Okay, dude, you look the same. You grow your beard out slightly longer. That's it.
And maybe you went to the gym.
Slightly different head angle, and you've got a hood on.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Okay.
Same thing with that guy. You went to the gym.
And he got a black and white selfie.
Guys, he did it so much, he managed to remove the color from his body.
Yeah.
He became black and white.
He managed to tuck the edges of his cheeks in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nose breathing. Okay. Okay. So basically, this is you can do stupid shit with your face and you will look pretty. No, you won't.
Raw eggs equals shampoo. What?
There are a few things we do want to get to this one, so I think we should do that one now.
New fat rat. Oh god, yeah. Let's do that.
Oh god.
Bear in mind, my least.
What is this?
You know, mathematics and statistics, but you know, this is like such a 90s website. This is page.
And he's using the font from Batman.
Oh my god, he is.
What Batman was that?
Your mind can increase the numbers. Hang on, can I read?
Yes. I'll zoom in a bit.
Your mind can increase the numbers. Oh, I can't. Try to click the button while you exhale through your nose and focus on how high your numbers will be. To the right, you can see your cumulative stats and the probability of receiving those results. This page uses positive language because we believe in you and you're going to get some really high numbers.
Well, let's. What
the fuck? So basically, you press a number, some algorithm in the website chooses some number.
Guys, let's test this.
The algorithm chooses some bigger numbers. Is that what they're trying to tell you?
I'm gonna not look at it and click on it a bunch of times. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I guess those are the numbers I thought of.
I got negative 52.
I'm gonna do the opposite of what it tells me. Yeah. Let's see. Exhale through your nose and focus on. So I'm gonna inhale through my mouth and think of low numbers.
Go on then.
Guys, it works.
I got a really low number doing the exact same thing. I got negative 186.
Let's try the opposite.
Negative 344.
It's negative 2. It doesn't fucking work.
Yeah, but keep on doing it until you get the result that you want.
It's still negative.
Keep on doing it. At some point, you'll get a number that matches what you expect. Yeah.
I keep thinking. I keep breathing out from my nose and thinking 500, and nothing happens. It always gives me a low number.
Oh, but you've got to believe to make it work, and if it doesn't work, you're not.
That wasn't high enough.
Oh, there you go. High number. Stick with that.
I like that it says, give me a probability. Probability compared to what? What are you basing? Probability of what?
Hey, I just crashed the site. Okay, go down on the page.
Oh my god.
Iterations. Okay, in iterations per click, put 2 million. In iterations per click, put 2 million.
Three more zeros.
Yeah.
There you go. One more. Yeah.
Okay, and then in iterations per second, put 100 million.
Oh, 1 0 0 0 0 0
0 0 0 0 0 0.
Yeah, like that.
Now go up and click. Let's get high numbers.
Let's get high numbers.
Oh,
Crashed.
Oh.
Fully crashed. And wait, it's gonna give you a failure on Google here in a second.
Oh,
no.
No.
It didn't crash fully.
It gave me 0.
Go back down, and then just hit the number 2, and then just let the zeros flood the. There you go. Now go down and let the zeros flood.
No, it doesn't matter.
There you go. It's crashed.
Don't.
So whoever programmed this didn't think to like put in like a cap. Yeah.
Yep, fully crashed.
Well, while that we wait for that, let's read.
Yeah,
I can't do a
Yep, you sure can't because it's crashed.
Yeah. This pace.
What was that meant to prove anyway?
Oh.
I genuinely don't understand what that was meant to prove, other than
it's like you can affect numbers with your mind powers. Except it fucking didn't work.
Well, yeah, I know, but how is it meant to? I mean, what is it? Random number gen? I don't know. You could put all sorts of without showing exactly what.
Oh my god, no, there's so much wrong in the first 2 sentences that it is unreal.
Well, Mr. Computer Guy, why don't you take it away?
This page will use your CPU to randomly generate a series of coin flips. That's kind of how all RandGen works. Normally, this should be an even 50-50 split. What? But it has been found that... Here's the part that really fucks with my head. But it has been found that humans can affect the output from random number generators.
Well, I mean,
no, they can't.
Yeah, citation needed.
Oh my god!
Extensively studied on the macro scale, and you have your citation.
The global consciousness.
This is their citation.
Yeah. I really trust them.
Oh, it's the Global Consciousness Project. Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck.
By the Global Consciousness Project and the life's work of controversial studies on the macro scales by Dr. Robert John. He wasted his fucking life then, if that's his life work, and his colleagues. The latter, Wait, what? The latter's work, so his colleagues? I think you mean the former. Is redeemed by the findings on the macro scale, in my opinion. Well, if it's your opinion, the methodology must be improved, which is why we need tools such as this page, which doesn't work. This project is work in progress. This probably hasn't been updated since it was last made. And this is early days. Consider this a proof of concept more than anything. Well, it didn't work. I have generated a very large amount of numbers using this code, and it is proven to be accurate mathematically. What?
Accurate what?
Oh my god.
Oh
my god, the next sentence. The statistical wording is misleading at best, however. In the end, it all comes down to your own methodology. Any numbers here are only seen by you, I do not collect your numbers you generate on my end. For assured, we'll get to that sometime soon. What are you gonna use those numbers for? You have no idea. That would require you to know what people were trying to do. That would work if you collect the numbers and look at them. That is under the assumption that everyone did what you told them to, and not like me, who just clicked randomly or did the complete opposite.
I don't know, it's just like, do you know, this was just an amusing sense of garbled nonsense, essentially.
Oh my god. There's a debug. The DE's forgotten to remove his debug button.
Uh-huh.
So,
1,000. Hang on, go down. 1,000 plus peer-reviewed studies on vaccine dangers. Now, this is something that my
oh my god, it's a PDF.
Would love to see. She's upstairs putting the kids in bed because I'm down here talking to you lot. But this is her field of when she's not actually doctoring for children for a profession. She's online on Facebook, on like mums vaccine groups.
Oh,
arguing idiots on Facebook.
My hat's off to her.
She does it for fun, and well, no, she doesn't do it for fun. She does it for the betterment of the world, but she finds it partly amusing, but partly.
Yeah, no, I completely understand it. I do that too. Not on Facebook or on Twitter. Yeah.
She feels morally obliged to go out there on Facebook and other social medias, and do you know she even finds other doctor mums because she's on the doctor mums group. Who
they gang up.
It's like what is that about?
Institutional corruption of pharmaceuticals and a myth of safe and effective drugs. Yeah, I'm gonna trust this.
No, this is where, you know, if you asked her, she would just come out with a string of, you know, the anti-creationist string of standard rebuttal. Like there's like a doctor vaccines string of rebuttals just like that, you know. But I don't have them.
Let's see. Impact factor. Oh, it doesn't even come up with anything.
Medical Veritica. The journal.
I'm assuming that's the name of the journal. Wait, what? Why is the table of contents after? Oh, it's because there's a table of content of whatever this is. I'm gonna ask it, I guess, and say even if he said that, I don't care. Oh my god.
Ingredient, thimerosal.
Oh my god.
Oh my
mercury toxicity. Well, the whole myth of mercury in vaccines has been answered and rebuked a million times over. That's why.
This is
like it's a mercury
okay.
fault. It's not mercury.
And
it's not used in vaccines anymore, mostly.
Here's a question for you too. How long do you think the average medical paper is?
I don't know. 22
Is it
pages?
more or less than one page?
Just let me get a medical journal. Pile of medical journals shite. I present to you my reading of the Archives of Disease in Childhood, Impact Factor 3.041. Let's look at a random study. Oh, look, it's more than a page.
Yeah. So this is supposed to have a thousand documents in it, but it's only it's supposed to have 1,000 papers in it, and there probably are 1,000 papers in it, papers, but it's only a little more than 1,000 pages long, and a lot of that was like non-papers, meaning that the majority of these so-called papers that prove anything here are literally just like
more than
they can't be full medical. It takes, you cannot write a page. You like having a methodology and a result sections with figures and a discussion. Like no matter how simple you make things, is always gonna be more than a page.
Yeah,
like I cannot see how you could not do this with such a complex topic.
Well, I've got in fact, in the Archives of Disease in Childhood, here's a one-page article called "Secondary Syphilis Presenting as Oral Ulcers."
Yeah, they exist, but that's also because that's most likely a case study where they have like one like we found hey guys, we found this. These are supposed to be like
about a boy 12 years old with ulcers on his tongue as a so it's just a case study with a photo. But the actual original research are several pages long.
No, I know why. I think is half of them just fucking abstracts? Now the real question is does this fucking actually mention vaccines?
Yeah, it appears to just be a bunch of...
that's just stuff in there which has enough in its search criteria to come up in your search. You can just bung it up there and it looks impressive to people who aren't skilled in reading through it all.
This again, if it was actually had anything to do with vaccines, it would be mentioned in vaccines. Also, I think the reason why it's so short is because it's just the fucking abstracts.
Yeah, just the abstract.
That explains it. That makes more sense.
No, it is, yeah, you're right. And it's kind of irrelevant research which doesn't support the title of this document, which is something about vaccines.
Yeah, none of this
tricks that all these usual people kind of play, though, isn't it? It's like if you've bung enough stuff with enough, it doesn't have to be relevant. It just has to be included to look impressive.
Yay! I found the MTHFR gene. Woo! So, fun fact. Certain groups of anti-vaxxers are blaming... so this is a gene does stuff in your mitochondria. It's responsible for... has to do with vitamin B, specifically vitamin B12. And it's an actual condition. People have it. But the idea is that, like, if you have this... any mutation in this, even if it's a benign one that doesn't actually do anything, because it's quite obvious if you have like something wrong with this gene, with this protein, then it makes you predisposed to like be damaged by vaccines. So there are like quack doctors who will like offer you to screen you for mutations in it before you vaccinate.
I mean, every nonsense website has this kind of section in it in order to give them an air of legitimacy.
We're also going to hazard a guess and say that this person didn't put this together because the design style was significantly more modern.
Yeah. Can we please look at, and this is, I'm not a physicist, but I do love astrophysics. Black holes are not real.
And they can't hurt you.
Oh my god, zoom out real quick because the image in the background is very funny. It's a guy like floating.
Oh. Hello, Mr. Astronaut.
Picture of a black hole, though,
He's
that they're using. It's the one that is the first one that they've actually imaged. And obviously, they've not imaged the black hole. They've imaged the.
Well, they imaged the black hole. There just isn't gonna be any photons like you can actually see from the black hole itself.
So it's the superheated secretion disk that orbits it that they've imaged. The idea being
plagiarism.
The black center.
We got plagiarism, guys.
I did not write this. This is from a PDF that has been floating around in space, the internet, for a while. Author of which is anonymous. Q.
Why didn't you?
Please
why didn't you just link to the PDF? Why did you turn it into your own thing?
Well. So what?
Historic first photo of black hole named science breakthrough of 2019. Fair. That's completely fair. Historic first picture, blah blah blah. Yeah, they took a fucking picture of a black hole and its secretion disk, and it's awesome.
It is awesome, and it's it's one of those things that the theories of relativity. Mm-hmm. Let me think. The theory of specific relativity, is it?
Special and general.
I don't know. General is to do with acceleration. Specific is to do with.
I can never remember.
Hang on, there's a way of remembering it. Gravity and speed of light. Maybe it is general. But either way, it's one of those things that has been tested.
Yes.
And verified. And even though we know that
it has to be wrong in some sense,
are not complete.
Yeah.
We know that it's like evolution. There's so many small pieces of evidence that back the whole thing up, originating with Einstein and his collaborators' own observation.
Yeah.
And Einstein himself never believed in black holes. That was the irony.
Yeah, he was also like, sure, gravitational waves are predicted, but like, we're never gonna actually detect them, and now we fucking have.
And Einstein was one of those amazing people whose mathematical. He didn't just work on relativity. He did some of the first papers on quantum mechanics.
Yeah, he got the Nobel Prize for the photoelectric effect.
Exactly. So, but he never personally believed in a lot of the weirder aspects of these theories. But his theories have stood up and been verified over and over and over and over and over. And so, black holes are one of those things that are so broadly accepted now because they are indisputably real. What goes on inside a black hole is completely unknown. Nobody knows. That's where it all breaks down. But the fact that there's this apparent infinite density in an infinitesimal point of space pretty much can't be disputed now, can it?
Someone want to read?
I'll read. Rather than get an adrenaline rush from a fantastic headline, let's go over some visuals and logic. Wow, the alleged black hole image is suspiciously similar to a supernova remnant, like 1987A in particular wavelength, and then zoomed in and cropped.
Yes, that's because they are made by.
Remember, this is supermassive. The picture they took is a supermassive. The black hole they took a picture of is a supermassive black hole in the center of a galaxy. It is.
Yeah,
it's
and some
not...
of them are made by supernova remnants.
Yeah, but like it's existed for so long and become so massive that all the remnants of the actual supernova are long gone.
Well, what about the supernova or the extra supernova or the supernova?
Those are called hyper and ultranovas.
Did you hear my last one?
No.
What did I say?
Ultra mega fantastic nova.
Yeah, with guacamole.
Also,
making it sound like it was a food order.
Also, are those supposed? If they're saying that is that what we're seeing in the supernova thing here, it's supposed to be this? No, it's clearly not.
Yeah, seriously, it's clearly not.
What is the point of arguing black holes?
Black holes? I don't know. Let's find out. Here's the full image of. That's the name of the black hole. Well, technically, it's the name of the galaxy that the black hole is in the middle of.
Yeah, the Messier. Yeah, galaxy. Yeah.
They zoomed in and cropped out. No, that's not the same image.
No, it's not. It's like it takes more effort to try and debunk something, to try and artificially debunk something like this than it does to actually get the images off.
Someone please read
this. In the first place.
Someone please read this. This is fucking hilarious because
it's nothing like the black holes you have in textbooks.
No shit, Sherlock. It doesn't. The first picture of something doesn't look like the drawings. That are
look like the drawings.
The one,
Tyrannosaurus Rex, what we think of now, doesn't look like the first image of Tyrannosaurus Rex that we modelled back in the day.
Also, the pictures in the textbook. Like, have you seen how blurry and like pixelated this is? The pictures in the textbook is like crystal clear, where you see the effects of of light being bent around it, and like. The pictures in the textbook looks like something from like Interstellar.
Exactly. Apparently, and I've not seen the film, but apparently, despite how apparently not seen it shits the rest of the film is, the actual models of the black hole come from the actual astronomical, astrophysical.
It literally models. Became a paper. The graphics, like they developed. I can't remember the engine or just a specific algorithm. But the graphic, rendering thing they invented was so good that it was literally turned into a paper.
Yes.
Because it was such a good match for the predictions of relativity.
That's the only reason I downloaded it, and I still haven't watched it. But maybe I will.
It's not that good. I don't. But I'm not a big fan of Christopher Nolan. I don't like his movies.
I'm not a big fan of big stream. I'm just not a big fan of films. I like watching. Do you know what I really like watching is small, skilled people talking about their unique skills, like Dr. Becky talking about astrophysics and engineering explain. Well, and. Stuff like
people who
actual experts talking about the field that they love. So I don't watch films because there's too much drama and stuff that spoils the actual grit of what they're saying. Anyway, so no, I've not watched, and I don't imagine it'll be very good. But
it's also very well. Okay, I'm biased. I don't like Christopher Nolan's films. I think they try to be all high, high concept and fancy and pretentious, but they just come you can take them up the plot apart immediately, so.
Yeah, I agree. I've the only movie of his that I ever really watched with any enthusiasm was the Batman movies, because they were good.
Yeah, because what you notice with the Batman movies is that they don't involve something weird, where it's just Batman. It's just Batman doing stuff. It's not like Inception or Tenet or Interstellar, where it's well, he had some stupid idea.
Yeah.
Isn't Batman a stupid idea? Like a guy who's got bat wings?
Well, okay, sure. Batman is a stupid idea, but it's a stupid idea. It's a campy stupid idea rather than wanna be a pretentious stupid idea.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've like offended like more than half of whatever audience is out there. Like Batman's shit, but
Batman knows that it's fucking weird. Like, all superhero movies are inherently stupid. Like,
it's true. Anyway, hang on. Can we?
yes.
It's like Occam's razor, please. Oh, don't be so. I love that.
What the fuck? Okay, what are Birkeland currents?
Oh, the Birkeland currents. They're like the electromagnetic. Yeah, that. I talked about it in one of my videos.
A set of current that flows along geomagnetic lines connecting the Earth's magnetosphere to. Oh, okay, so there are. Wait, what does that have to do with? Wait. Do they think black holes are made of dark matter?
Yeah, of course they do. Because dark black.
This is like, I mean, this just smacks of like some stoned idiot trawling through the internet going, "Oh, that's not right. That's just like big physics trying to deceive us because they're evil or something." And they've found the first two obvious things that look to them in their stoned brain obviously made up and joined together without realizing there's like this massive body of evidence that of research that would actually explain what's going on if they bothered to look into it.
Oh my god. And in the image being labeled the first black hole ever, we clearly see the uneven ring of plasma electricity. No, that's because why does the ring, the accretion disk, have to be like uniform around it?
Well, the thing with the black hole is that the top of the ring usually, or at least a part of the ring, is being projected from behind the black hole over the top of it because of the way space-time is bent and
the light can literally orbit around it.
Yes, exactly. So this is the signature that proves that it is a black hole because of the way it bends a space-time around it. It fits perfect. Even though it's blurry, it fits absolutely perfectly with the model.
His objections to it seems to be that because the ring around it is uneven. Like, apparently there can't be lumps in the accretion disk.
It's just like Spirite Science, but without the artistic flair.
Yeah. That is a very good description.
Yeah, at least we get a good cartoon with Jordan.
You know what? That's the fucking like extra edition title to this episode.
What?
Like Spirite Science, but without the art.
Without the artistic and without the artistic.
It's possibly even dodgier. Shitty. Although, to be fair, I have met people who would tell you this. At some point, you just gotta say, yeah, whatever. And you go, get on with it.
Like Spirite Science without the artistic talent edition.
Yeah.
At least Spirite Science was... I mean, if it wasn't the fact he was claiming all his daft claims were something amazing, like, at least his animations are entertaining.
I want to know, okay, before we end, want to know what the Phantom Leaf effect is. Because it's clear that this is just the black hole thing was literally just like some guy not like understanding like what black holes actually are. Like how they work.
Somebody going, oh, this can't be true. Let's draw this and this together because they look vaguely similar. And call it
this doesn't look like the thing in the textbook, despite the fact that this is the first image. Oh, it's this shit.
Yep.
It's Kirlian, I don't know how to pronounce that actually.
Yeah, it's Kirlian. It's fucking Slavic, so we're probably saying
it's Russian. Yeah.
Kirlian.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Vodka photography. You have vodka. I like vodka. This is photography.
International football star David Becker and his wife Victoria Beecham. Because in Russia, even the wife is a knockoff version.
Yeah.
They don't even have the same last name.
No, they don't. They have female and male versions of the surname. So, my friend is called Barbara Setlova, but if like her dad was called Setlov.
Yeah. There.
Oh, well, that ruins my knockoff version of David and Victoria Beckham, now knowing that them having a different last name isn't funny. Thank you for ruining my joke.
Hang on. So wait, does it actually write that? I never spotted it. Hang on.
Hey, wait, what are you talking about?
I don't know. Right, never mind. Move on.
No, I was saying, okay, so I was playing FIFA 21, and you play that Volta Ball, which is just FIFA Street crammed into FIFA. And in the game, you can earn characters, and me and a buddy of mine were playing it, and we noticed that like every team had a David Beckham, but the David Beckham that was on the team that we were playing on, like every time he would try to shoot a score with him, he would like turn towards like a like completely wrong direction and shoot. So we were like, it's the Russian knockoff of David Beckham, and his wife Victoria Beecham.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So it was just like a joke about like it was the knockoff, the Russian version of David Beckham.
Right, yeah. No, but actually, Russian surnames work like the most traditional Russian surnames do work like this.
Hey, you know what's funny?
Icelandic surnames are funny.
Yes, Icelandic surnames are fucking great.
The Russian version of the ZX Spectrum was better than the actual.
Oh, why?
Supposedly, because they had to make a clone, and they had to make it out of different shit. And the ZX was made out of memory modules that were broken.
Oh.
So you only got half of the space on the chip. So like 64K was made up of 32 fucking 2 meg card. You know, it wasn't exactly that, but like that's how they made up 64K was 32 modules that were supposed to be 8K, but they were split in half, because they were broken.
They have a fucking ideology section.
Iridology.
Oh my god.
That was quite funny.
Oh my god.
So the Caroline photography is boring because I don't know enough about it and to actually debunk it, and I know it's obviously bullshit.
Yeah, basically bullshit. It's just looking at your irises, and it's like palm reading or tea leaf divining. Yes. It's reading the marks and inflections and assigning some meaning to it.
Oh wow!
Look at this.
You know what's really funny? Okay, what's really funny is I am reading for the first time with my daughter Harry Potter, which is this world. If you don't know what Harry Potter is, I'm sure you know what Harry Potter is. It's this world.
I'm assuming everyone has some idea what Harry Potter is.
But
I think the real issue is finding somebody who doesn't.
Yes.
So what strikes me is even in the world of Harry Potter, the professor who teaches looking into the future through crystal balls and tea leaves is laughed at by the other witches and wizards and professors for being flaky and precise. And the jokes all the way through the stories are like this professor, Trelawney, of whatever it is, clairvoyance, is ridiculed like nothing by everybody else in the story. It's like it's almost as if what's the name who wrote it, even though she wrote this fantastical story about witches and magic and wizards, had no time for clairvoyance. It's amazing.
and no time for giving trans people the right to be humans.
Hey, I was waiting for someone.
Ew. Fuck Jake.
Wait.
Again, not being involved in Twitter, I don't know what that's about. So
she is a terrible human being, like Harry Potter, but you don't have to like J.K. Rowling.
Yes, it turns out she's not nice, and she's extremely transphobic, and is pretending that it's all about protecting women. And her latest book is basically her saying like, oh, well, like her latest book is a crime novel and has a fucking murderer who dresses up as a woman to be able to get close to women without them running away to kill them.
No, that's
and she was also one of the highest donating. What would you call that? Like, she donated the most money.
Benefactors, I don't know.
To keep Scotland part of the UK. When Scotland was trying to gain its own independence, she fought for the
English-born who lives in Edinburgh, of course, isn't it?
Yeah. Now,
yep.
One thing
is fine. You know, I'm not knocking English people who live in Edinburgh. That's fine, but you know, it's a bit politically active in that respect.
It's a bit weird to move there and be like, oh, now I decide what you people who lived here before me and have a culture here. What I now decide what you get to do.
Yeah,
it's a little.
No, I do hear these things that people say about it, but yeah.
Like the world she has created, she's not a good human being. That's just one thing I will like. Okay, back to this before we end.
Nobody's a perfect human being. Apart from me, I'm perfect.
Look, I want you to look at this image. There's something missing. There's a body part missing that all iridology and all, like, every time you have, like, oh, this part of the body like has all the rest of the body like on it, and you can tell the health. They're always missing the organ or body part that they're using. That's like the implication here is that eye diseases do not exist.
That what?
That eye diseases cannot exist because every time you get something that's wrong with your eye,
yes. Holy shit, that's crazy.
If something goes wrong with these, that like with your eyes, the implication here is that it has to be because there's something wrong with some other body part.
Oh my god!
And can I ask you two what you think of the Okay, so the title is Iris enlargement with
anatomical
projections. Is that a word? Projection?
I don't know. It feels like it could be a word. Projections.
Words. Is that just somebody misspelling?
No.
Projection?
Nope.
That's
oh.
Yeah, it's
my meter can't spell. No, pro. I don't think it is. I think it's supposed to be projections.
Hey guys, wait up. We need to go back to the website. Go down. All right, so I don't know what any of this says, but could you, before we go down, hit F3. Now type Ludwig von Beethoven. You'll see why I'm asking here in a second.
I know why Oh!
Yeah,
there
they
he
used
is.
a picture of Ludwig von Beethoven as their Ignaz Niels or whatever.
Yes. They have the wrong. They have the. I knew this, but someone pointed this out on Twitter to them as
Dude,
like.
That's one of the most popular images of Beethoven. Why did you use? I knew it immediately. I didn't even have to look it up. I just fucking knew it was Beethoven.
Yep. They have.
I'm fairly sure Beethoven probably would have been into all this kind of nonsense.
True, but that he definitely didn't invent this, and his name was neither Ignaz or Nils.
And he didn't endorse his image being used either, and that's the crux. So he probably wouldn't have been into this specific shit, although he was a bit mad.
Oh, this is good. When you Google embryology and related terms, the first page is dominated by Wikipedia, Quackwatch, Science Medicine, Remedy, and so on. All of these have one thing in common. They say that every alternative therapy is unproven, unfounded, and potentially harmful. This is a natural in this day and age, where people's health are counted in dollars and cents. It could also be that you're fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Well, how could that be? Oh my god.
This is literally it. Look, if you look it up, everyone is gonna say this is wrong. But it's lies. It's lies. Trust me. Just trust me.
Dude,
just trust me.
At the bottom in their references, the first reference is from JAMA Debunk of Iridology. All right, go up a little bit. Right there. Boom. Top one. And they put it in quotes. And the title of the fucking paper is not useful and potentially harmful.
I want to see where is the first here. Oh, it's because it's the most negative article.
Well,
most negative articles about radiology centers around an article posted. It's not published. It's posted in January in the Journal of American Medical Association.
It sounds like a
you post papers and articles to medical journals. You don't publish them.
And you post accounts in finance, and you post articles on media.
Where they review all scientific studies on radiology. They could find 77 publications, and 17 of them were deemed to be evaluated of the efficacy of radiology, and of those, only 4 were deemed to be good enough to be worth looking at. These 4 studies showed that they were unable to.
Review, essentially, isn't it?
It's a meta review, yes. And I bet they're gonna. Oh my god, no! All of these has one thing in common. They evaluate iridologists, not iridology. So basically, you just admitted that all the people that are supposed to be able to do this are shit at it?
Yeah, they can't do it. Oh.
Hang on. No true Scotsman.
Yeah, exactly. And that was said by somebody from
Scottish,
that lives
he
in
wears
Wales.
underpants under his kilt. He can't be a Scot. He doesn't put salt in his porridge. He can't be a Scot. He doesn't use.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Read
Read this. Read this. Someone please read this.
All right.
We must also. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Hat. You read.
Oh, okay. Yamte, as we say in Wales. We must also consider the diagnosis of iridology is different than the one Western medicine. In that all of these studies, the latter is assumed to be correct 100% of the time. For instance, in the gallbladder study mentioned above, the air quotes, accuracy, end quote, of the allopathic diagnosis is that they had gallbladder surgeries post-intervention. Talk about circular logic.
Someone doesn't understand how to do statistics.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna hazard a guess and say that the study that probably what they did, like, they probably tested to see if their diagnosis. They probably took 2 groups of people. At least this is how I would do it. Take 2 groups of people of sufficient size, like the groups, not the people, and have the iridologist look at them and see if they diagnose them with anything to do with their gallbladder. And then you see, then you take all the people Actually, you would split them into two afterwards. The group that the audiologist said had something wrong with their gallbladder.
The group's not the people.
Again, yes. And people who they said didn't have anything wrong with them. And then you would follow them. And you would see if there's a statistically significant difference in the number of gallbladder surgeries. Like, this idiot seems to think that like, because maybe they were misdiagnosed about their gallbladder, or maybe the gallbladder issues weren't spotted, that's somehow a cop out. That's not how this works.
No, it's just the most fundamentally flawed.
That's not how you do studies.
Well, that's how they think you do studies. They're too emotionally fragile to really.
I will remind you of what it said on the original. I think this is a good thing to end on.
The Exo-scientist.
The Exo-scientist treats his intuition and ancient knowledge with equal respect as scientific findings, synthesizing it all into hypotheses.
Ancient knowledge is how to make an axe and a cleaver out of flint. How is that relevant?
It's all into hypotheses that you can seek to confirm with the experiment. This sentence just encapsulates all the stupid we've read tonight. The idea that you were supposed to, you get a hypothesis and then you look for things for evidence for it. The idea that that your intuition and ancient knowledge is on par with actual studies, and seemingly they think that all science is done, actual science is done like that, or at least it's supposed to be done like that.
Yeah, so he's treating his intuition and ancient knowledge with equal respect to scientific findings, synthesizing it into hypotheses which you then seek to confirm through experiments. But that's...
You don't seek to fucking confirm them.
That's just like some idiot thinking he's in tune with some spiritual ancestor who's then got a bad case of confirmation bias. That's what he's saying.
Yep. So... that was Exo-science.com. We have come to the end of of this show. It was stupid. It was ugly.
It was stupid.
Holy shit.
And
you're right.
I am so glad I found it.
Honestly, me too. I think it wouldn't have been.
I'm very sure you spend most of your days looking for shit like this.
No, actually, I don't even take that long to look for things. They usually just come up. Just by following other people who do debunks, or looking in the comments.
Is the Google algorithm knows what you're on about.
That too. It's also really easy to find things if you just Google the truth about and then something, and then go to page 5 or 6 in the Google results. You get shit like this.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty decent way of doing it.
Yeah, 90% made up thing is the truth of mostly is not the truth.
So, on that note, bye guys.
Bye everybody.
Wow. Is there someone there to say bye to?